frustrated with Chuck Schumer's leadership in the United States Senate. At this time, do you believe that Senator Schumer should remain as minority leader?
Yes, I think that Chuck Schumer has held the line during this
Resign. Resign. Yes, you heard that correctly. After the Democrats completely caved to the Republicans in this shutdown fight, voluntarily owning the shutdown and getting nothing for the American people in return, going out of their way to go over to the Republicans who were being blamed for the shutdown and say, "Can I take that L for you, sir?" I don't think it was possible for them to have done a worse job in the Senate. But then here comes the so-called leader of the House Democrats, Hakeem Jeffries, to go, "No, I think he did a great job. Of course I think he should stay leader. He held the line." The gaslighting of the Democratic Party knows no bounds. What do you mean he held the line? He literally didn't hold the line. The shutdown ended. They caved. They folded like a cheap lawn chair. What did he hold the line on? All you did was give Trump and the Republicans a massive political win, and you told them that weaponizing food works. Because make no mistake about it, people knew that a federal court had ruled that Trump had to release those SNAP funds. The American people knew that he had appealed that decision and they were rightfully blaming him for it. And he said, "I'm going to weaponize food as a punishment." With Thanksgiving right around the corner, he was starting to feel the pressure of withholding those SNAP funds, which is why he was telling the Republicans to nuke the filibuster to reopen the government. The Democrats should have called his fucking bluff. They should have said, "Fine, nuke the filibuster if you want to open the government, because this is on you." By them caving, they not only protected the Republicans from the consequences of their own actions, they protect the filibuster, which, as I said in the previous video that we talked about, that's really why they did it. But by doing this, they also own the shutdown. They own the shutdown. The message they sent to the American people was, "We will not fight for you. We will not fight for those ACA tax credits because we didn't get shit. You can always count on us to cave. You can always count on us to sell you out. And yes, Republicans, for the future, know that you can weaponize SNAP against poor people and we'll tolerate it. In fact, we'll help you." I love Mr. Course Creator, Mr. Dark Money $7,000 a month Democratic Influencer Club over here. Of course, not pushing back on any of it. Where have you guys been, by the way? All of you chorus creators. Where are you guys at today? Aside from not pushing back on the Democratic Party. Back to this fucking hack. He's actually literally sitting here and telling you that they held the line and that they're continuing to fight as they already caved. As he's explaining to you how they folded and how they ran over to snatch defeat from the jaws of victory. He wants you to believe that they're still fighting as he's explaining that they caved.
Attacking the Centers for Disease Control, the National Institutes of Health. Yeah. It's an all-out assault that Republicans have launched on the healthcare of the American people, and it's going to have to be an all-out response that is sustained today, tomorrow, this week, next week, this month, next month, this year, next year, until we can take back control of the House of Representatives and begin the process of ending this national nightmare.
There we go. And that right there is what it was really about. First of all, again, I literally am struggling to absorb the amount of gaslighting that is tumbling down from this avalanche of bullshit. He goes, "It's an all-out assault, so it has to be an all-out response that is sustained." As they already gave up. They already gave in to the Republicans. The Republicans are literally, as we speak, dancing all over their proverbial and political graves. Republicans are on Twitter right now, mocking them, rightfully so, and taking a victory lap for them caving. So what the fuck is Hakeem Jeffries talking about? What do you mean we have to continue this fight in a sustained manner when you already gave up? That was the fight. But again, he gives the game away when he says we gotta keep fighting until we win in the midterms. First of all, let me just say this here right now. Anyone who isn't calling for them to step down, and that includes him since he's saying that Chuck Schumer should stay, should immediately be ousted, okay? First of all, they should already be primaried. Chuck Schumer's, Hakeem Jeffries, Kirsten Gillibrand, all the New York hacks should already be, all the leaders in the Senate and in the House and the Democratic Party should already be primaried, should already already be fucking ousted, okay? That's number one. But anybody who is defending them should not be taken seriously. Anybody. I don't care if it's a political commentator, if it's one of these paid hack influencers, any of these hacks, any of the Democrats in the House or the Senate that say that he should still be leader of the House or that Schumer should still be leader of the Senate are not serious. They're not serious. They shouldn't be taken seriously. And if they're in the House or the Senate, they should be fucking primaried because they're not serious. This clown thinks that he should be the leader of the House. Why would you reward these losers? Why? Because what he's saying is, and what they're all saying is, because you've seen them put out statements and do press conferences, they want to hold your healthcare hostage for next time, for next year. That's what they're saying. They're saying, oh, give us the House, and then maybe we'll fight for your healthcare. Sure, we caved. Sure, we had an opportunity to fight for you right now, and we just gave it up. But elect us next time, and we promise, we might defend you next time? No, literally, what they're saying is, please vote for us in the midterms. Let us use healthcare. Let us use more of your rights to hold you hostage for the midterms. Elect us after we just sold you out. Elect us, and we might defend your healthcare then. When are you guys gonna stop letting them hold your rights hostage? I saw this today and I was like, bro, it's too true. They're literally telling you what they're doing. But if their record is any indication of it, you think they're really going to stand up to the Republicans? The fact that this guy is still being held up as a leader is a fucking joke. Not only does he need to step down, but anybody that is telling you that either of these two should stay should also be primaried and ousted. Anyone telling you, oh, we need to take back the House so that Hakeem Jeffries can be the speaker is a joke, and you should summarily dismiss everything they say. There are so many leeches and grifters in politics, not limited to, but including the actual politicians, the consultant class, pundits, that this is fine, that this is the best they could do, and that voting blue no matter who is sufficient. Why? Because they make money no matter if they win or lose. At a certain point as a voter, it is on you to stop rewarding their betrayal. Anyone who is screeching at you as a voter, telling you to get in line instead of screeching at the politician, is your enemy. And because they have trained so many of you guys to have Stockholm Syndrome and reward them no matter how much they fuck you over, they have no incentive to keep their promises to you. So unless and until you actually start leveraging your vote and saying, I'm not voting for you unless you do this, they're gonna keep screwing you and demanding you thank them while they do so.